I'm Greg Lucas with the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources, and we're talking today about Lake Jocassee and the land surrounding the lake. Lake Jocassee was fully filled by 1973. It was part of the Kiowee-Toxaway project, a project of then Duke Power, now Duke Energy, that created Lakes Jocassee and Kiowee. And of course on Kiowee you also have a nuclear power facility. But all of this water used to be formed by four rivers emptying into this area. Thompson River, Kiowee River, Whitewater River, and Horse Pasture River all come together to form this incredible lake. This lake is the deepest and clearest lake in South Carolina. It's not a large lake in terms of surface acreage. It's 7,500 acres, but some parts of it are 300 feet deep and more. And so there's a tremendous volume of water here. The water is clear, it's cold, or colder than most places. And there is a great trout fishery here, which is pretty unique in South Carolina. Trout require clear, cold waters to survive and thrive, and we have that here in abundance. Now, along with creating the lake, Duke Power and its subsidiary, Crescent Land and Timber Company, protected or maintained thousands and thousands of acres around this lake, undeveloped and about as pristine as anything you would find in South Carolina. By the time the late 90s had rolled around, things were changing. A lot of development was occurring up here in the mountains. And Duke and Crescent were getting a lot of interest in some of the gated communities that were forming up here. Some of the Cliffs communities and the Reserve, communities like that in Pickens and Oconee County. Luckily for all South Carolinians, a great conservation coalition came together in about the mid-90s when Duke and Crescent were looking at divesting these lands, selling them or getting rid of them. And this conservation coalition, which consisted of my agency, South Carolina Department of Natural Resources, but also Clemson University, state parks, the Conservation Fund, Upstate Forever, Natural Land Trust, and all of these conservation agencies came together to find a way to protect these lands. And when all the dust had settled, more than 50,000 acres were protected in South Carolina and North Carolina, all around Lake Jocassee, meaning that these lands will forever be protected for all the wild animals that live here, for the fish that live in the waters, and for people to be able to hike on the foothills trail, to hunt bear, to hunt deer, to hunt turkey, to paddle, to boat. All of these recreational opportunities are now available to anyone that wants to come to this exciting place.